Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. And if it's not, I hope that by the end of today's video, you're feeling a little bit more encouraged, a little bit more spring in your step, a little bit more smile on your face. So today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So today, I wasn't sure how I was gonna film. I was like, how am I gonna film this? So I'm like, I gotta talk to you. I gotta say hello. So I'm gonna talk and then I'm gonna do the whole video here. So today, what we're doing today is my kids are having friends over for a pool party. So as a mom, it makes me go, how fun, like what a fun memory, what a fun, beautiful thing. And so I'm playing hostess, or not playing, I'm gonna be the hostess for the party and make food for them and make sure they're all good and taken care of. And they're just gonna have full range of the backyard, probably in the house, upstairs, whatever they choose to do as teenagers, and just have a good time. And so that kind of limits me on filming. It doesn't completely, but I don't wanna be having my big giant camera in here when everybody's coming around, you know. How embarrassing. It's like mom taking photos of you, you know, 100 of them for prom. Anybody else's mom do that? Whoop. Very thankful for Grandma Linda's photos, but she took an awful lot of photos. She could have used a digital camera so much, and she has a ton of photos. So very thankful for it. I think this generation probably doesn't care, do they? They probably don't, because they do take a lot of pictures. But so for today's video, I woke up today and I just was thinking about things. I was thinking about a couple of emails I got and just, you know, just things that people are going through. And I thought, you know, life is not easy. It's not for, we all got problems. I got problems, you got problems, the neighbors got problems, people across the world got problems, we all got problems, right? We're all dealing with something in our own sort of way. And so, you know, how do you get through those problems? Like, do you just crawl up in your bed and pull your covers over and sleep and scroll on your phone? Yeah, people do that all the time. Do you numb it with medication and, you know, narcotics and things to make you just kind of chill out, alcohol, whatever, to kind of numb the situation? Yeah, some do. But you know what? Like, the reality's still there. The reality's still there the next day. The reality's still there that time. So how do you get through those days? How do you have that smile on your face? How do you have that joy inside no matter what? Like, you hurt, right? You go through things, right? Yeah, human. Doesn't mean you don't, but how do you go through it? And so what I've learned is the days, like, I'm not perfect and I've definitely faltered on a lot of things. Some days when it's a little bit harder to put the smile on the face. A little bit harder to be a little bit more thankful and joyful and all those things, that, you know what, I look at life and I go, okay, you got to look at things and have gratitude and be thankful for things. And so sometimes it's, you know, you always think that you're the only one going through things, like you're the only one. And when you watch social media, unfortunately, you will get a lot of, I think what they push, I know what they push, because I know what's mostly pushed up in the numbers is a lot of the woe is me, a lot of the you deserve this, and not that you don't deserve things, but you deserve this. No one should treat you like that. You shouldn't have that. You shouldn't do this. Life's so much better this way. Just cut them off and get them out of your life. And now, I'm not condoning abuse. I'm not condoning anything. I just know that our culture today pushes a lot of just cut and out, right? Be done with things. And I think of things in my own life, and I thought, gosh, I know, yeah, being young and foolish, you know, I did a lot of things in my life where I did cut people out for a little while. And then I realized, you know what? And I had to change stuff inside of me. I had to do healing on myself so that I was strong enough and I was capable enough to be able to handle things in a, I say mature way, in a strong way. And it only came because of the Lord, and it was only because of His healing and doing His work in me that I was able to extend love and extend grace, like, unconditionally to people that have hurt me, you know what I mean? And so I think of, like, we want to strive to be like Jesus, right? We want to strive to be like Him, to have that peace, to love. He was around sinners. He was around people that sinned. He was around people that did things, and I'm not condoning anything. I'm just trying to share just the daily life of things. Like, you might think life is hard. You got a coworker, work that's awful and not fun to be around, but you got to go to work every day. You can't just quit your job, right? You got bills coming in that you don't know how you're going to pay half those bills. You got kids that are unruly. You got kids that might not speak to you. You got a husband that maybe doesn't do a whole lot with you. You got a husband that just ignores you. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe your parents disowned you. I don't know. Maybe people just belittle you. I don't know what your situation is, but I do know that as women, people, humans, like, it happens. It happens to everybody, and you go through different seasons. And so, you know, you always say, how can you fix things? Sure, you can try to control your environment as best you can, but you know what? Living in a bubble just is never very good. So you've got to be able to heal yourself and get yourself in a place where you can feel strong and confident no matter what's going on around you. Because you can have a storm going around. I think of Jesus in the boat, right? There was a crazy storm going around all outside. The disciples were all freaking out and this and that. What are we going to do? We're going to sink, blah, blah, blah. And Jesus is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sleeping. I'm resting. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, just go talk to the storm. Tell it to be still. Tell it to have peace. And I think of like, he wasn't over anxious. He wasn't stressed. He wasn't this. He just was peaceful through things. Even though there was storms going on around, he did feel emotions. He did feel things. And so what a good example for us to go, okay, look at your life and what you're doing. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different since I didn't want to do a whole lot of chit-chatting on here because of, people. I'm going to use my smaller camera, so it's a little more hidden than a big giant camera. And so just to share like the little things that you're grateful for today. So just something a little bit different. And I know you see them all in your life every single day because I do too. So I just thought, you know what? Let's focus on the good for the day. It'll be a little slow moving, a little bit real life instead of fast forward, just a little bit different, which is nice. And just having that gratitude and that thankfulness for everything, the little things. And I can guarantee by the end of the video, I can have hundreds of little things listed that I'm thankful for just by going about my day. So hopefully it'll give you a little glimpse of the good things in your days that you can look forward to and just go, okay, yeah, I have that too. Yeah, my house is this, or yeah, I have this, or I have that. So just something different, thought we'd try. So I hope that you're gonna have an amazing day by the end. Hope you're encouraged. So you ready for an amazing day? I'm ready for a great time. I'm excited, ready to rock and roll with kids. It's gonna be fun. So, all right, let's begin our day. All right, I'm very thankful I can walk out here this morning in the kitchen and get a nice warm cup of coffee and look outside and just see sunshine. I've got my special little cup, a flamingo cup, and I get to enjoy a cup each day. I'm also thankful I've got my sweet little dog Maxine, who always follows her mommy around, and a little bit of cold brew left from Jane's recommendation. And I'm just thankful that I get to sit and spend some time reading God's word and learning from it. Thank goodness, not just left to figure life out on our own. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Today I was reading Isaiah. Thankful to be able to read and meditate on his word. And then I can start looking at my chores. Thankful that I get to make my bed. Thankful that my bed's clean. I get to wash it if it gets dirty. I can clean the sheets and have a nice clean fresh bed to sleep in every night. I use some of my refresher on here and thankful I was able to make that and be able to have it so it smells good. Thankful for not just one fluffy pillow, but I get two. And thankful for some chapstick that I was able to get, a different kind to help my lips from not being burned. And then I've got a laundry room I can walk into and I can wash my clothes in my house. I don't have to worry about going somewhere and doing it or not washing at all. I'm thankful for that. Even when I open the dryer and it's my kids' laundry, I was like, oh, I gotta take that out. But that's okay. I'm thankful that we have laundry we're able to do and wash. And also for my dresses. I don't just have one or two outfits to wear. I've got multiple outfits to wear each day. I get to pick and choose from different things. Might not be super fancy, might not be hundreds, but it's enough for me to wear something different every day. And I'm thankful for that. And even though I've got a big giant laundry basket here, towels we're gonna have to fold. Thankful that I get that opportunity to do that. Thankful for a nice whole lot to wear. That means that kids were busy doing things where they need showers to stay clean. That's a beautiful thing. Thankful to be able to pick up my living room here. I remember when I was able to first purchase this couch and I was so very thankful for it and the way we were able to get it. And just still what a blessing. We still have it in the home today and still being enjoyed and used by my kids and probably will for a long, long time. And I think of the blankets and I'm like looking at these drawers. These drawers are full of blankets. So My kids don't have to worry about being cold. They've always got a nice fluffy blanket to keep them warm. And my couch, if I'd like it to refresh, that's what I'm doing right here. Smells like pink lemonade. I love that smell. It makes it smell real good. And if you know, there's a feather I pull off my couch. If you know the story of the feather, then you know. And so it's something I can laugh about and must smile about. Maxine's bacon ball that I throw to her. She's not much of a play fetch kind of dog, but she does like to get it and just keep it and put it back in her little room. Are you gonna bring it to me? And thankful I've got nice warm water and wash dishes nice and clean, and I've got wonderful washcloths to wipe my counters off with. Little things, like the everyday things that we have in our lives, like to be very grateful and thankful for, because you know what, it could be gone in a second. And very thankful for those little things that I think that we take for granted a lot. So sometimes it's good just to stop, take a moment and breathe and thank the Lord for the things in our life. And I'm thinking today about my kids. They're gonna have fun with their friends, and so to be able to come outside and kind of straighten up and set up for them so they can enjoy their space out here and just enjoy having fellowship with their friends. It makes a mama's heart happy. You know, you move, especially in those formative teenage years, and sometimes it can either go real well or it could not go real well. And I'm so very thankful that they have superseded my expectation. I didn't even have an expectation, but just very thankful that they found a nice group of friends to hang out with, like a ton. Like they literally are having 12 people over today, and they're all just great fun age, and everybody's just good and kind. And yeah, I know they're teenagers, but it's just nice to see them have good, clean fun. You know, that's a good thing as a mama to see and just enjoy it. I'm thankful they can do it here. I like to put out a couple towels, just a half. I know the girls will bring their own, but it's always good to have a few extras, and ones that I can keep inside and put on the floor just in case they come in wet. They don't slip and fall on the floor, because that's always a danger. So we're thankful for towels. We used to have a ton of matching ones. They're starting to disappear over the last years. And that's okay. We still have warm and fluffy towels, which is nice and clean, and we'll have plenty to go around. Next thing, we're going to leave her outside. They came in to get my food today, and I realized that I have my key lime pies in the freezer here. So those were those individual ones. I did have a small piece of pie yesterday. So good. Definitely did not disappoint any expectation of how delicious it is. So it'll be nice to have these frozen, and then I can literally just take one out of the freezer, let it thaw, and enjoy it. And this morning I was feeling a little hungry, so I thought, why don't I make, I love our homemade bread, absolutely love it. I love our homemade bread. Some toast, an egg, an avocado, a little sandwich there, or little sandwich halves. An open face sandwich is what I would call it. I love toast. Anybody love real crispy toast? I always put my toaster at like number 6, so it cooks it real dark. To put avocado on here. I just get those avocado cups. It just does better without going bad. And then everything bagel seasoning and my 2 fried eggs, and I put some Parmesan cheese on top. It's delicious. Nice hearty breakfast. A few moments of quiet in the morning to be able to sit and enjoy, listen to some good encouragement before the day gets busy. I'm thankful for that. There were many times back in the day when I didn't even have a moment to breathe, and so I think of today, I'm like, I was able to sit and read scripture. Could have went for a walk if I wanted to. Could have done a whole lot, and so, but I didn't go for a walk this morning. That's okay. Today was more of a relax in bed day. But I get to sit here and enjoy and get ready for our day. This is the candle I bought at Aldi. Smell like vanilla. The girls had a vanilla scent going on upstairs, so I thought I'd match it downstairs here. And then I forgot about serviceware for 12 people. And so I remembered the hurricane stash. So I grabbed my bowls, paper plates, and plastic spoons, and then filled the refrigerator with some water, and then I filled a pitcher up with water so there was plenty of cold drinks to stay hydrated today. And all my wonderful cookies everybody can eat during the day today. We got plenty. And for lunch today I was going to make tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches because I have a lot of homemade bread, and I'm like, teenagers love grilled cheese and tomato soup. So I had our tomato soup, and I also put together cheesy broccoli soup that I had in the refrigerator this week too. So I heated both those up along with this. I've learned with the soup you can just put it all in the pot at one time and just mix it up with a whisk, and it doesn't get lumpy or anything. I was doing ×4 for this recipe, and then I figured if I had any extra, we would eat it because I know my kids, they enjoy making grilled cheeses, and we ended up using a lot of bread, which was really nice. I was very thankful that I had a lot in my my stash from this week, so it's a good thing I can make more. Very thankful for that. I'll wash it off and stick it in there. It's from the Smoothie Cafe. I like it too. I know too. I was like, those are the best straws ever. Some snacks, cookies. I didn't know if that fit, so I didn't want to smush the cookie there. I just didn't want to jump in and get it out.
loads of laundry down in like the past 30 days.
You're there? Julia. And then before everybody comes, I like to make a quick run through the house. So I kind of show my girls, and I always say, okay, always make a walkthrough. Walk through your house, make sure everything looks clean and presentable and picked up before your guests arrive. It's always good to have the hospitality I teach them. So I was walking through, they checking the bathroom, making sure that's clean, an extra towel in there. And then stepping outside. I turned the filter on, and we cut grass yesterday, so I wanted to make sure, put sunscreen up for them. Wanted to make sure that there was no grass clippings in the top of the pool, so it cleared it, and it's good. Steamy hot day today. Feels like 97 today. And it ended up being a little bit overcast, so I was thankful for that for them. And then came upstairs. There wasn't too much to pick up here. We had picked this up yesterday. This room doesn't get messy really at all. Sometimes dishes get left up here, but for the most part, it stays clean. Just folded a blanket, that was it. Why don't you move it out here so it's not just like in there, just in case somebody knocks it. Made a quick coffee for the afternoon, another blessing that we received. And then I went out to my mailbox today and got this card in the mail. And I was so blessed because it was from one of my viewers who has been a good dear friend to me over the last few years, especially when I lost my mama. And she remembered that it's my mom's birthday. And I thought, wow, someone that I've never even met personally, just through my channel here. And she thought of me. She thought of me and knew it was gonna be hard, knew it was gonna be hurtful, and she just wanted to bless me in a way that she could. And so it just made me very thankful. You know, it's like the times like that, you can just be like, oh God, thank you. You do care about me. You care about me, even in the little ways. That's what my video is to remind myself today. It's all the little blessings that you find in the ordinary, everyday moments. When some days just feel heavy, maybe nothing went terribly wrong, but your heart is tired, your patience thin, and your joy a little dim. I've had days like this too, but you know what helps? Slowing down and noticing the little blessings that are still all around. A glass of clean water, a soft bed to rest in, more than one dress to choose from, and a quiet moment when the house settles down. These aren't small, they're quiet miracles, gifts we often overlook when the noise of life feels too loud. God hasn't forgotten you. He's still showing up in 100 little ways today. So if today feels hard, pause, breathe, look around. You're more surrounded by His care than you realize. And friend, you're not alone. We're walking this journey together, one little blessing at a time. Miss Barbara had lunch delivered for us today. Look at this. She got Daya pizza for Jensen, the Daya bread, and then look at, she got a pepperoni, a cheese pizza. That's like what the kids love, and some breadsticks. Look at how wonderful. And then look at, like, Cafe Bustelo. I love that. It's cold with pumpkin pie spice. Like, that is my favorite. Kids Hawaiian punch. And then, this is their absolute favorite ramen. We got popcorn and a hint of chili lime chips. That was super, super sweet. She sent a message and said, lunch is arriving today. I'm like, lunch is arriving today? I didn't really know what it was. That is so sweet. So thank you, Miss Barbara. That was just a beautiful blessing.